Doubt is one of the greatest obstacles to spiritual progress on the Buddhist path. It arises when we are uncertain about the truth of the teachings or the effectiveness of our practice. Doubt can become a mental block that hinders the development of full confidence in the path, making it difficult to move forward and attain liberation, nibbana. In Buddhism, doubt typically manifests in two ways: doubt about the path, vicikicca, and doubt about one's ability to achieve awakening. The first arises when we question the validity of the Buddha's teachings, wondering if there is really an escape from suffering or if the Dhamma is effective. The second form of doubt is more personal. It is the fear that we will not be able to follow the path, that the path is too difficult, or that we will never attain enlightenment. These types of doubts are natural, especially at the beginning of the spiritual journey. We all go through moments of insecurity and questioning, where we doubt our practice and the validity of the teachings. However, the Buddha taught that doubt is one of the main chains that keep us trapped in the cycle of suffering, samsara. Overcoming doubt is essential to take the necessary steps toward liberation. Doubt is an obstacle, but also an opportunity to investigate the nature of our heart and mind. The Buddha not only acknowledged doubt, but also provided the tools to overcome it, inviting us to explore the truth for ourselves, rather than relying solely on blind faith or passive acceptance. Overcoming doubt begins with trust in the Buddhist path. The Dhamma, the Buddha's teachings, is described as the ultimate truth, visible here and now, not as an abstract belief, but as a direct experience that can be lived by anyone. This trust is not blind or dogmatic faith, but trust that arises from personal experience and practice. The first step to overcoming doubt is to put the Buddha's teachings into practice and see for ourselves their effects. By practicing meditation, mindfulness, and ethical conduct, we can begin to notice the immediate results of our actions. The Buddha encouraged us to see for ourselves, and this is possible through self-exploration and direct practice. The experience that arises from practice is the greatest proof that the path leads to liberation. Trust in the Dhamma is often nurtured by what Buddhists call knowledge and vision of things as they truly are, yatha bhuta jnana dasana. This means that as the mind becomes more concentrated and clear, we begin to see impermanence, suffering, and the absence of a fixed self in a very clear and direct way. When this vision becomes evident in our experience, doubt begins to diminish. Trust is no longer something we need to believe in, but something we experience for ourselves. The Noble Eightfold Path, the Eight Noble Truths, provides a clear structure to develop this trust, where each step, from right view to right meditation, is an opportunity to strengthen trust through direct experience. To overcome doubt, we need persistence and dedication. Doubt often arises during times of difficulty in practice or when we face internal obstacles. It can be easy to question the path when we encounter challenges or when the rewards of practice do not seem immediate. At this moment, it is crucial to remember that the spiritual journey is a continuous and gradual process. There is no immediate point of arrival, but rather a path that unfolds as we practice sincerely. One of the most effective ways to overcome doubt is through regular meditation. The practice of meditation allows us to observe our own mental reactions, and by doing so, gives us the opportunity to see directly the truth of our experiences. By sitting in meditation and simply observing thoughts, emotions, and sensations, we begin to perceive the impermanence and transience of all these phenomena. This insight gradually eliminates doubts about the reality of suffering and liberation. Furthermore, by cultivating mindfulness in daily life, we can begin to see the mental patterns that feed doubt, such as the fear of failure or uncertainty about the effectiveness of practice. As we become more aware of these patterns, we can replace doubt with clear perceptions of the truth, allowing us to move forward on the path with greater confidence. The Buddha taught us that constant practice is the way to transform doubt into certainty. The more we practice, the calmer the mind becomes, and the clearer our vision becomes. Doubt diminishes as we experience the practical benefits of practicing the Dhamma. Trust in the Buddhist path is an essential element in achieving liberation, nibbana. Without trust that the practice is effective, it is difficult to maintain the motivation needed to follow the path. However, trust does not come from blind belief, but from personal experiences that demonstrate the effectiveness of the Buddha's teachings. Along the way, overcoming doubt leads to profound inner peace. When we perceive for ourselves the truth of what has been taught, the mind becomes free of hesitation and fear. When we reach this stage of trust, we can act with courage and determination on the path. Doubt no longer becomes a barrier, and instead transforms into a positive driving force for the practice. Liberation in the Buddhist context is not just a theoretical concept, but a lived experience. When we trust in the path and the Dhamma, we begin to experience the results of that trust in our daily lives. Peace, wisdom, and freedom from being controlled by desires, anger, or ignorance. Trust in the path leads us to see the world as it truly is, impermanent, without a fixed self, and thus free from suffering. This transformation is the fruit of the path. By overcoming doubt, we attain a serene mind, capable of living according to reality and ultimately achieving liberation and the end of suffering. The Buddha taught us that true trust arises from direct experience of the truth, and it is this trust that guides us on the spiritual journey toward complete liberation. Doubt is a natural but not insurmountable obstacle on the Buddhist path. Overcoming it involves constant practice, mindfulness, and self-exploration. Trust in the Dhamma and the path grows as we experience the positive results of practice in our daily lives. With that trust, we can move forward on the path of enlightenment and attain liberation from suffering, living with wisdom, peace, and a deep understanding of reality. Doubt gradually diminishes as our practice deepens and our experiences become clearer. By trusting in every step of the path, we can see that true liberation is not just a distant idea, but something alive and accessible in every moment of our practice.